Okay, so what we're back again. I hope you can hear me and you can see me. Yeah. So you're trying to connect to the, yeah, I think, say something. Yeah, you can hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you. Next one, the asset account total is this and liability is this. Calculate the amount of capital. This is the accounting equation. And the accounting equation, you see, throughout the revision, you learn a lot. What is an accounting equation? Asset equals to capital plus liability. If your assets are £10, your capital may be like money introduced by the owner is £6 and £4 you have taken a loan, a liability. So if these are all your assets, and these are your liability. So asset minus liability is also capital, isn't it? Asset minus liability is also capital. So what is the capital? How do you do? I have a big calculator here. You see, this is a big.
Oh, I don't. Because I'm using my mobile phone and I'd normally use the calculator.
Don't worry,
I'm
I'm gonna help you on screen. On screen, I'm gonna help you. Although I have a big calculator here. I mean here.
Okay.
I'm using green screen. I'm basically using a green screen behind me. Anyway, assets 180,340 minus 130,560. We get 49,780 is the answer. 49,780. Such an easy to get 1 mark. Yeah. Excuse me. Now the next one regarding the books of prime entry. Yeah, although oh, sorry, hold on. This is a dual effect, up and down. Sorry. Yeah, this is the up and down. Like how does a transaction affect your business? This is fun. Let's talk about, we don't need to see the description. We'll talk about the question. Purchased office furniture on credit. Remember, Becky, every transaction in accounting has a dual effect. One debit, one credit. But before that, there is something, assets and liability up and down happens. If you buy a non-current asset, your asset goes up, isn't it? Yeah? Asset increase. But on credit means you didn't pay now, you're going to pay later. It's your liability. So your liability increase as well. So what did I say? Assets up. Yeah? Assets up and liability up as well. Liability up. Asset increase, liability increase. So which one is the answer you feel here? Increase in both asset and in, no, not income. Asset and liability. Where is that? Increase in both asset and liability. This one, isn't it?
It's the third one down, yeah.
Yes. Third one, let's write 3. If we write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we write 3. So asset and liability increase. Make sense? Yep. How about next one? Incurred expense. You always think from your business point of view, all right? Don't think your personal point of view. Don't think from your customers or receive or suppliers point of view. No, you think from your point. You're the accountant of that company, that business. You're doing accounting for them. Think from that point of view. So incurred expense and settled them in cash. You need to understand that English. The English, it says we spent something in expense and we paid in cash. Like maybe we paid tuition fee. You paid first in tuition in cash. So expense increased as and cash decreased, isn't it? Expense, EXP increase. I mean, this. Oh, let me plus sign. I'll put a plus sign. Expense increase and cash is an asset. You need to learn it by heart. Current asset. So an asset decrease. That's that. Sold goods on credit. Now, whenever you sell, good for your business, it's an income, no? We are here to sell. We open a business to sell. And you sell it good. So income increase. Make sense? Income increase.
And is it also an asset increase? Because anything that's owed is an asset, isn't it?
It's a liability because it's a... Oh, hold on. My bad. You're right. It's a sales. You're right. Asset increase. It's a trade receivables increase. Is that an asset increase? Well done. Asset increase, yeah. Thank you. It's an asset increase, right? Increase in income, increase in asset, because it's a credit customer, trade receivables. TR is your asset. Owner took goods, or not goods, sorry, cash. Owner took drawings in cash. So basically increase in the drawings, we call it. Increase in drawings.
Yeah, so
that is the answer here because they gave you somewhere drawings. Yeah, there you go. Drawings. And your cash going.
I would have said that with the...
Yeah, in the DeadClic, we have drawings. Yeah. Whenever owner takes
Yeah.
money for his personal use, that's a drawings. That's a drawings. Yeah. We call
I
it
would have thought it, I would have, in my head, I'd have had that as a decrease in capital.
To be honest, you're right. The money going down, capital should go down. But in accounting, we treat capital one-off. When you put money into the business at the very beginning, that's all. We call it capital. Then
Okay.
rest of the item is money. It's a cash, belongs to the business. And with that cash, whatever you wish to, you do. You buy goods, you buy non-current asset, you pay any settlement. Even the owner can withdraw money. So when owner withdraws money, what happens with the money? Money goes down in the business, isn't it? Yeah? Money
Yeah.
goes down, that's asset down. Then asset minus, and drawings increase. Next one, received money from a credit customer, which reduced,
That's a decrease in liability, isn't it?
yeah, it's like, yeah, reduced, which reduced a bank overdraft.
Which reduced the bank. So it, yeah.
Bank overdraft is a liability, so our liability
Yeah, so
going down. Also, credit customer, this is a little complicated. Let me tell you, like OD going down, that's liability down. That's easy. Yeah, liability minus. But how about customer paying you? Customer is a current, they were supposed to pay you. Their credit customer is trade receivables. Yeah, trade receivables.
Decrease in asset, isn't it?
Yeah, asset. When they pay you, they go down. When they pay you, they go down. So both asset minus, liability minus. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. There's a very easy peasy way of doing it. Shall we check our answers? Properties and asset, electricity expense, payables is a liability, revenue is an income, easy peasy one, and this one is the asset minus liability is equal to capital, and that was we found it, and this is what we just have done now. Yep, you can always check these answers later on. Shall we move to the next question? So how many marks we got here? 10 more marks. So how can we fail? Don't worry about fail. We're gonna get 90% and above, yeah, in the exam. Okay, so little more double entry, VAT, and quite a few items. There's some more students trying to join in. Let them in. Maybe Mohammed is trying to join in. Okay, now these are some interesting question. I'd like to read a little faster here. This task is about processing customer invoices or credit note. What is a credit note? It's for sales return or overpayment. You see, we use a credit note. And what is an invoice? Invoice looks like almost similar, although this is delivered. Invoice is a document sent from the seller to the buyer. Yeah, my words are very important here. Yeah. Sent invoice prepared by the seller, all the details written, like how many items, what are the amount of is there any discount, and a VAT and all. And credit note is a reduction in the invoice. Yep. Now, moving on, a sales invoice being prepared, the customer benefits from a 5% bulk discount. Bulk discount means which is a trade discount. Yeah, bulk discount. Yeah. You can write it down somewhere. Bulk discount doesn't go into the ledger. Write down. It doesn't record it in ledger or in accounts. What do you mean by that? It is taken from the invoice. Later on, any discount given on money, early payment, prompt payment, for that we prepare ledger accounts. Okay. All right. So for 5 marks, what is being said here, would like to see this delivery note. Sandy Limited, delivery note number given to Cuthbert customer. Anyway, their code given, date given, this many items. This is the product code, and this is the each unit. When you multiply these with that, you get some money plus VAT. What do you mean by plus VAT? Shall we do little working here? Let me show you a little bit of working. You see 3,400 items at the rate of 2.2. What is the value of it? 7,480, was it? 480, yeah, 7,480. So if you do 20% VAT on it times by 20, I'm just doing some extra work, 1496. Yeah. But sorry, there could be some discount as well. So we need to take all these things into account. How do you do it? Amount before discount. There you go. The amount. What do you mean by that? this 3,400 times by 2.2, 7,480 amount before discount. Easy? Happy with that? Shall we go ahead one more time? Maybe this is a little difficult getting. Like Sandy
No, it's
sent.
fine. I was just checking whether it was the net amount before discount or the gross amount before discount.
No,
But
of
I've just
course
seen the VAT
gross.
further down, so it's
Definitely,
the net amount.
this is the total. This is the total
Oh, right.
because VAT gonna come later on. Yeah. This is net or gross in terms of, if you're asking me VAT, this is excluding VAT. Okay. This is
Yeah, so
excluding
it's
VAT.
net. Yeah.
Okay. So that is net so far. But from that, we take away the bulk discount 5%. So what is the 5% of the 7,480 times by 0.05? 374. 374 is our bulk discount. We take away, and I got my big calculator. I'm good with that. I mean here. So 7,480 minus
Yeah,
3.
I prefer a real
Yeah,
calculator.
7,106. 7,106. And now you do 20% VAT on it. 20% when I done it, I got this, which is 1421.2. 1421.2. This is your net. This is your VAT. And this is going to be gross. This is going to be added up together, going to be gross. So which I'm doing on my calculator, 7106. Yeah. So it is 8527.2. 8527.2. That's how we do. Okay. That was a little bit of VAT. Now, regarding VAT, I'd like to show you something. Like, let's assume you sold some of the items 200. If they say plus VAT, plus you just do 20% on it. Yeah. Plus VAT. Yeah. So you get 240. Now, if they say no, you got 240, which is already included VAT, which is already included, which is basically gross. So you divide it by 120 times by 100, you're going to get net, which is 200. These are some items you need to check it out. Now, identify the day book, which the invoice. You need to see whether is it sales or purchases. This is clearly a sales. Yeah. So because it's a customer invoice, highlighting invoice, and it's a customer. The keyword here is a customer. So it's the sales. It's a sales invoice. It goes into the sales day book. Any sales return, your customer returning to you, sales return. Purchase, if we buy from supplier, if they would have said supplier, we are paying supplier, it's a purchase day book. Purchase return day book. Discount allowed, which we allow discount to our customer. Discount received, we get discount from our supplier. So this is the answer here. And last one for, oh my gosh, so 4 marks, a big chunk of marks are there. So they said first complete the day book. This is a typical day book. So we need to look the invoice. We need to look the delivery note. We need to go back here. Yeah, we need to go back here. I'd like to do little tidy here. So we can take the information needed. I don't know, whatever being said, like they gave customer code, all right, they gave customer name, all right, they give invoice number. Oh, here we get the total. I think we have already identified the total. Yeah, total is 8527.2. 8527.20. And VAT, you have done it. VAT was 1421.2, which is, let me show you, which is this. Yeah. And net is this. Yeah. So 1421.2 and net was 710.6. Now they said K3 13, K3 14, 15. What do you mean by that? You need to go to your delivery note. And here we go. The product item is K314. Do you see that? Product code is K314. So for 1 mark, you need to go in it at the bottom, and you need to write the net, the same net in this box, 7106. There is sometimes student they do mistake, 7106. Yeah, that's your 1, 2, 3, 4 marks. And again, on task number 3, you got 10 marks. And how do you get it? Let's see the answer. Yeah, it was like that multiplied by this, and you got this item, and then you 5% discount, you get these items, and then after deducting, you get the, and when you do 20% on that, that's our net, that's our VAT, and that's our gross, and which we just copied later on here, and we got 4 marks. And says
Yeah.
daybook because this is the correct customer. Boom, boom, full marks. 4. Task number 4. Credit sales. Again, credit sales is all about receivables. We are selling goods on credit, so they will pay us. So it's good for us. It's we're gonna get some money, trade receivables. When they pay, they go down, like their account. They sales return, they go down. They could be irrecoverable, bad for us, expense, but our receivables goes down. That's how it works. That's what you're gonna learn in control, bookkeeping control, which we call receivables ledger control account. Okay, now in this picture, this is task number 4. This task processing receipts from customer. This limited received element, limited received check. This from Horton. Horton is their customer. Let's assume you're the accountant for element. Yeah, so you do accounting on behalf of element, not Horton. So from element to Horton, there's the date invoice given 80 units. This is the net. This is the VAT, and this is the total gross or total. Okay, one item, another item. And do you see this is a credit note? This is a minus in the receivables, yeah? Like Horton's supposed to pay element this much money, 1152 and 992. Shall we do some addition here? Like 1152 plus 990. So 2142, just for our record purpose. And from there, minus 180 should be minus. So we're supposed to get 1962, shouldn't we? Yeah? Are you getting me? Yeah?
Yeah.
Add this to add minus this. So what was the ultimate figure? 1962. Horton's supposed to pay element because element sold goods are worth of this much, and a bit of minus from customer, maybe sales return, or maybe whatever, discount, whatever. And that's it. So far, so good. Let's see the question. That was the scenario. Now the question. Complete the following statement about the accuracy of the amount received by selecting the appropriate. Ooh, that's interesting. You see? Oh, they are saying Horton Limited is it under received overpayment? We don't know. We need to look the question very carefully again. Highlighting for you with a different highlighter. Look at this.
Yeah.
Element has received a check 1662. Why 1662? Shall we not received 1962? We should receive 1962. You know, I'll be going. Yeah, we underpaid. It got underpaid. Yeah, let's assume us is element. We send them 2 invoice. One is 1152, one is 990, and there is a deduction 180. According to us, it was 1962, but we got paid what 1662? No good, underpaid. So Horton Limited has has been underpaid the amount owing, which is this. So what are you gonna do? Request for a further payment, shouldn't he? Request for a further payment. Now, come on, mister. You paid us less. Give us the money. Someone said, hi, Mohammed. Mohammed has joined. Anyway, so that is our answer here, and that is our answer here. Boom, boom, 2 more marks. There you go. Number B. Number B, calculate the amount that should be paid by the end of the month.
There was a line, there was a part of the question on the page above there.
Was that?
Yeah, there was just a line.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Desborough PLC has offered a customer 4% discount for payment of all the outstanding invoice. This is called cash discount. Cash or settlement discount. Settlement discount. Now, this discount goes into the ledger. You take into account.
This is termed as a prompt payment discount.
Yes, this is prompt payment discount. Prompt payment discount. This is not bulk discount. This is prompt payment. If you pay early, you get discount. Okay, with that note, 4%. Let's get into this. Here they said Or calculate should be paid by the end of the month to settle each invoice, total of the invoice. You see, this is the total 1740 times by 4%. If we take away, which is 96%, which is 1670 according to me. Anyway, so there's a total, there's a VAT, there's a net, but the question is something else. Amount to be paid by the end of the month, which is 4% less of this. Like you minus
Yeah.
4% from here. There are different way of doing it. I do sometimes shortcut way, but anyway, it's 1740. If you get 4% discount, how much you basically calculating? 96%, 96. If you do 96, you straight away get the answer 1640.4. That was maybe, yeah. Or you can do a little long way, and that is, let me show you in the number 2, 450. For example, 450. Do 4%, which is 18. Which is 18. So 450 minus 18, if you do, whatever is the answer, it gets into there. So we do again, 450 minus 18, we got 432. 432. This is the way. And again, the first one I did like 624 times by 0.96, 96% basically. Yeah. 599.04, 599.04. And whatever is the addition, you write it down, you get the answer. That's the total. That's how you do. That's the 4% discount only we show. Next question, next part, which is for C. There's the scenario. Rupal Limited has received a check of this much, and the remittance advice below from a customer. The customer's terms of payment are net monthly. There's some invoice, and there's some money matter given. We will take into account the 4% discount thingy, but let's read the question. This is a typical question. A company policy is to allocate any underpayment as a part payment and to query any overpayment. So they said allocate the amount received in the customer report below by selecting the appropriate action to take for each task. What are the actions? In the action, you can say allocate full amount, allocate part amount, query for overpayment, like highlighting again. Company policy is to allocate any underpayment, or part payment, and query for overpayment. So how do you know that? You see, let me show you something like this balance. Yeah. How do you get it? This 596. Does this 2 make 596? We need to check it. 220.5 plus 370.5.88. It does. There's no problem. Like it has balanced. This is a remittance advice. Like remittance advice means give us money. It's a note from the party. They're looking for the money. Like we sold goods to our customer. We are going to give them the remittance advice. Like this is the money will be given. So, and then we tally with the internal documents we have. So this has balance, no problem with that. We have no problem. It should be straight away allocate full amount, pay the full amount. So this is one, gap one. Sorry, this one is, this is gap one, allocate full is the answer. Okay. Next one, you see, do you see this, the number even given, invoice number 2036, and look at this 2036. Yeah, that now you can look at the invoice number. You see, the amount is 790, but this is 95. So there's a partly problematic, isn't it? So the answer should be allocate partly, allocate part payment. Am I understood? Part. That's how you do. And the other one, number 40, invoice number 40, and 552, 2040, 522, sorry, hold on. 522 and
there's
hold
a
on.
recharge relating
No,
to
no.
that.
Overcharging invoice. Yeah. Re-overcharging. And this. So I would like to do a little calculation, which is 647 minus 125. Yeah, 522. Basically, these two are correct as well. These two matches with this. Am I understood? Yeah. A little
Yeah.
calculation you need to do, and over and again you need to do. And so this is full allocation. These two makes, 647 minus the 125 makes 522. So full. Both of these are full allocate.
Mhm.
Full allocate means there is no problem. Full allocation means there is no problem. You just straight away do that one. Oh, that's the end of this question. Shall we check the answer? That was a little tricky last one, wasn't it? Underpaid amount, request further payment was nice and easy. And when you do 4% discounted, this is that and this is that. You see, after minus 18, we done this and this is that. Then when we were doing this question, this was fully allocated. Why? Our first two items, I'd like to tidy it and like to show you. So this two makes 522 or 596, 596. So no problem, fully allocate, full amount, allocate full amount. There is a description, partly, that was 790, wasn't it? That was, sorry, here we go. That was 790, you see? That's why we call it part. And then these two makes 522, full amount, full allocate. These two makes 522, full allocate. A bit of explanation given, you can always check it out. And that was our question number 4. Not so bad, I would say. Shall we go to the recording credit purchase? And when you record credit, to whom do you deal with the credit purchase? Sorry if it is a little noise from the next door neighbor doing some Sunday work. Sunday is a fun day. Sunday drilling they're doing. I don't know whether you heard or not. Anyway, little drilling they're doing the next room. Do you hear that?
Is that trade payables?
Trade payables, thank you. Do you hear the noise from outside? No.
No, I can't.
Oh, good. Trade payables is a liability. You see, trade payables, what is the scenario of trade payables? When you buy goods from your supplier on credit. So we are liable. Yeah, we'll have to pay later on. Our bank goes down if we pay, and then our liability goes down when you pay. Could be we get some discount, we call it discount received, could be purchase return. These are the scenario happens with the trade payables. Makes sense. So let's get to the question. Next question is number 5. Okay, this task is about processing supplier. You see, they say supplier invoice means trade payables. Whenever say supplier trade payables, a credit note means we return them. So there is a supplier invoice. Remember, an invoice always prepared by the seller. So Cameron is the seller. And this is the LARCA should be asked, and the date given, invoice number given. We need to check all these things are correct or not. 200. Okay, I will check the question. Maybe this multiply that, it should be 940. There's a code given, there's a VAT given. Then we should check the VAT is correct or not, the total correct or not. And then also general ledger code given, supplier code given, boom, boom. Now, let me ask you here, enter the invoice in the digital booking by, oh, yeah, come on. What type of day book it is? It's already, they said payables. Is it sales day book, purchase book? What day book? Sales return, purchase return. Purchase, very well done. Confidently purchase and you get 1 mark. I was wondering where are the other 6 marks? Other 6 marks are here. Supplier code, you need to just copy paste. General ledger, you need to copy paste. Invoice number, copy paste. No creativity, just copy paste. Shall we look for the supplier code? Where is that? Should be written straight. There we go, the supplier code. You see, CAM 63. Yeah, that is supplier code. I'm writing it down. CAM 63. Now, general ledger, I saw it somewhere. Do you see this one? 74?
Yeah.
92. I get another mark, and I'm very confident in the exam. I'll be happy doing that. Easy peasy marks. No brainstorming, just copy paste. Yeah, that gives me peace of mind. Yeah, I'm getting passed. I'm getting good. Okay, invoice number, because some questions that gives me, oh, my students, little heart attack. Like, yeah, like I don't know. My brain is that hurts. Okay, invoice number. What's that? Somewhere should be, shouldn't it? Yeah, here we go.
4359.
Yeah, 4359. Yeah, 4359. And you see the net. Net is this. This is net. This is VAT, VAT, and this is gross.
Yep.
So 940. 940. And what did they say about the VAT? Did they say something? They generally say VAT. Yeah, VAT is 20%. VAT is 20%. Okay, let me see then. They gave the option exam 0, 5, 20. So answer is 20. VAT 4. Make sense? VAT 4. Am I understood? Yeah? VAT 4 means 20%. You tick here. Yeah, that's it. Well done. Shall we go to the next one? What is being said? Purchase order, an invoice below relate to goods supplied by Bow Products. So purchase order, we have given purchase order to Bow Products. Yeah, who are we? We are Larka PLC. So we have given an order and there's an order number to Bow Products. Let's assume us is Larka. We are Larka. You, Becky and Ilias runs a business and the name of the business is Larka. Larka PLC.
What I have to spend time doing when I'm looking at the questions is work out who I am as a business versus who my suppliers are, because it's, if not, you can get them mixed up.
You always do your accounting from your business point. We are not doing accounting for Bow. We are not doing accounting for Bow. They are our supplier. That's it. That's the relationship. Yeah. Okay. There is a date given. There's a supply this much. There's a unit, VL, name of the unit, price per unit terms. And look, there is an invoice prepared. But before going there, I'd like to read. They said find the discrepancy. This type of question comes up. What is the discrepancy between these two? Shall we start from the top? Purchase order. Look at this. They said 30, they said 03. So that's number one, isn't it? PO is the number one. Number two, date is 23. They said 19. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. So number two is date. Come on, date. Then what else? 95 is correct.
Got the unit code wrong.
Oh yeah, unit. They said VL, we said AQ. How can I say it? Unit code. Yeah, unit. Number four, now we should do little calculation. You see, 95, does it really makes 95 times by 5.24? 95 times by 5.24. It is correct, which is 490. Then I'd like to check the VAT times by 20%. No, VAT is 99.56. Do you see that? And what is their VAT?
Yeah.
Is 120. So VAT is the discrepancy. How many they asked? They said 4 and that's it. I don't want to waste my time looking for more. Maybe there is, maybe there is not. So 1, 2, 3, 4 discrepancy, 4 marks into my pocket. I'm happy and moving on. And that's the end of this question. Let's check the answer. Let's check the answer. Purchase day book, you said it right. And I think we found the CAM, this one and this one and this one, correct? Yeah, these are the 4 items. Unit code, purchase order, date, and the VAT. Boom, boom. Yeah, they give you the explanations here. Well done. See how fast we have finished 5 questions. 5 or 6 more left over. There is again VAT. There is a credit purchase again. So I'm going to the question number 6. Question number 6, and let's try to learn a little more here. Yeah, there will be some dates. I can feel dates related. Yeah, we need to count the dates. Let's read and learn. An invoice dated 12 June has been received from a supplier worth of this much money, including VAT. So we can always work out divided by 120 times by 100 to get the net amount times by 20 to get the VAT amount. But anyway, the supplier's terms, 30-day net, or 3% discount if you pay within 20 days, 4% discount if you pay within 10 days. Do you understand these things? Yeah, this is cash discount, settlement discount. Like, although 10,200 is the invoice, if we pay within 20 days, we get 3% discount. If we pay within 10 days, we get 4% discount because it's a supplier relationship. So it's a discount received. So let's see, identify the date by which the supplier should receive payment if no discount. If no discount, 30 days, isn't it? 12 June, 12 July. Make sense?
Yeah.
Easy peasy. But next one, yeah, here we go. I find the amount to be paid and the date by which the supplier should receive payment. So it's 3% discount and 4% discount, but it's 20 days and 10 days. So at first, let's get the date easy, huh? Date, 20 days from 12 June, 12 to 22nd, and 32nd. There is no 32nd in the
should be
2 July.
22nd and oh, that's the 22nd of June.
Yeah, you see it from 12 June. If it is 10 days, it gets 22 June. If
Are there
it's
different date options for that answer?
no.
If you scroll down.
No, I was going like in a different, like from 12 June, if you go 20 days ahead, what is the date?
2nd of July.
2nd of July is the answer, yeah? 2nd of July.
Yeah.
And from 12 June, if we go 10 days ahead, what is the 22nd of June, isn't it? 22nd June. And this is July. Now, date was easy. How about the amount? Is just the discount. What is 3%? One is 4%. So I'd like to take my calculator and 10,200 times by 97%, which is 9894. Are you getting my calculation? 98.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep, it's just 3% taken away. And another one was 4% taken away, which is 10,200. 10,200 times by 0.96. So 9588. Ooh, oh. No, not 6%. My bad. 10,200 times by 0.96, isn't it? I did 0.94. Yeah. 9792 should be 97. We'll check the answer. 92. We'll check the answer. That is the calculation. Oh, there are more, and there should be. There is also little tricky calculation I will show you. Identify 4 amounts were included in the two checks by entering a tick. Is there anything we missed? Yes, there's a scenario we missed. Look at this scenario. A statement of account received from another supplier, Trilwin products does not reconcile with the supplier report below. The statement of account shows an amount outstanding this much, and the amount does not include 2 checks, 30th and 31st. In this amount, there are 2 checks not included. All right. So what are you going to do? They said identify which 4 amounts were included in the 2 checks. Try to understand the question easy way. This is a supplier report. Supplier has given us this sort of information, like there was a balance owing to them, then the credit note minus from them, then invoice owing, all these owing. These checks, these 2 checks were not taken into account. So you see, like credit note is a minus, do remember. Credit note is a minus. From balance, if we take away credit note 2240, sometimes 30th and 31st of last date transactions of the month is not included because it takes timing differences. So those are not included. But anyway, shall we take a break after this? Only 1 minute left. Okay. 4, 5, 6, when you take away 1784. Do you see this at the bottom? Follow my cursor. 2240 minus 456, you get 1784. So this check was not included. So that is 1. So these 2 items you need to tick. And then another check was 1859. What makes 1859 you need to look for? I repeat, what makes 1859? Obviously, this doesn't. 1930 doesn't. This could be, or this doesn't, or this could be. You see, so you need to do little work. Yeah, like little work. 1253 plus 562. Oh, it doesn't make 1859. Shall we check the other one? 1253 plus 606. It does.